Welcome to Live at 0 BPM, bringing live music to you tonight. It's the Ken Wild Tom Rizzo Duo featuring, you guessed it, Ken Wild and Tom Rizzo. If you care to donate, click on the donate/tip jar link in the description or on our website at live@0bpm.com/tip jar. You can also tip on Venmo at ZEROBPM. And now, let's get to the music with your host, Grammy Award-winning percussionist and mallet player, Billy Holting.
Hey, everybody out there in internet land. Did I manage to do this tonight without muting myself? Hey, we have a fantastic night. I'm super excited to bring these guys on. But before we do that, let me just remind you that we are 100% tip-based. No amount is too small. No amount is too large. If you're digging the music and you want to send something in, I will put the links up in the chat rooms. They should be in the descriptions on Facebook and YouTube. So you shouldn't have trouble finding it, but I'll put them up in there also, and I'll flash it on the screen. So if you're out there watching, I see we got a bunch of people already tuned in. How exciting is that? Go ahead and click like and subscribe, or like and follow, or whatever the formats are. That helps us rise up the levels, and people can find the show a lot easier because we're bringing live jazz to you, like the guy says. But enough about me. Let's bring the guys on here. And so, hey, Ken and Tom, how are you guys?
We are great.
Doing great.
Cool.
We're doing great.
Thanks, Billy.
Thanks, Billy. Great to be here.
Super excited. I've actually known Ken forever, and I just met Tom, but I'm excited to have them both here. Why don't you, like the guy says, let's get to the music. What are you going to play for us?
Okay, first tune we're going to do is an arrangement I did of a wonderful J.J. Johnson song called Lament. It's usually done as a ballad. We're going to do it a little bit differently.
Sweet.
Here
Okay.
we go.
Take it away, guys.
You got it.
Hey guys, that was fantastic. Cameras there. No, see, oh, now we can see you again. That was cool. And Alan Chan wrote in, and he said, now first, I got to tell you, Alan has a group of students that come to the shows, and I think he's got like 30 of them here tonight, which is awesome.
Oh, cool. Great.
So they're all students. I think it's Alan, write down what the class is. If is it music appreciation or what is it? But they have to go see concerts, and so a lot of times they come and see ours, and it's really fantastic. And I have all their names. But Alan did say he loves this. It's a J.J. Johnson tune.
Yes.
Okay. He says it's both creamy and groovy at the same time. And I think he nailed it.
Creamy and groovy?
Yeah, so anyway, we have a great crowd in here. And let me just, some of our regulars are here. Phil is here from Ontario. Joyce is here. Toby is here. Andre is here also. And Kathy Siegel Garcia is here. Hi, Kathy. You sent me an email. Kathy sent me a nice personal email, and I keep meaning to write back. Kathy, I have not forgotten about you. We will talk. She does a great talk show every day, like 5 or 7 days a week. It's crazy.
It's great.
And she does it really. So thank you for showing up, Kathy. Okay, so here are the students I have so far. I've got Devin, Brooke, Emerson, Aaron, Blessing, Jihai, I'm not sure how to pronounce that name, Yuma, Jordan, Hunter, Daniel, Elizabeth, Ryan, Vanessa, and Andrea. And if I miss somebody, I'm sorry. Oh, there's a whole bunch more that are popped up there. So, but I also want to say Chris is here also, and yeah, this is a great crowd. And also, we've already got a few tips. We've got Andre and Chris, who are two of our most consistent regular tippers, and Amy. Amy has sent a tip also. So thank you all so much for that. So enough of the chatting here. So
love those tips. Bring them on.
Let's get to the music. Now, what are you going to play next?
The next thing we're going to play an original of mine that came together over the course of the pandemic, actually, and it was during the pandemic we were all we didn't have much to do because we couldn't go out. So I had. I think there's a lot of composers that this happens to, where you write a little piece of something and then you can't figure out how to finish it, and I put it in a little file. I call it Fragments. And then I write another little piece, and I put it in there, and I call it Fragments. And I had this whole box of all of these fragments. And during the pandemic, it was, well, I've got a lot of time, so I went through and got out the box of fragments. And as I was playing through them, it kind of occurred to me that I could put these things together, about 6 or 7 of these fragments, and knit them together into a tune. And so that was the genesis of this one.
Wow.
And this one has a very, very romantic title. It's called 6/8/2021 Revised. So we're actually looking for a new title for this. I sometimes find that finding the titles for these songs is the hardest part of writing them. So
maybe someone in our audience will have a suggestion.
Okay.
I know Phil
Send
will.
it in.
Phil from Ontario.
Send it in. So
Okay, guys.
I hope it inspires you. It's got a Brazilian elements to it and some harmonic elements. So we hope you like it. I'm also going to move this microphone. It keeps detuning my D string. There we go.
Ah, okay.
Okay, yes.
There we go. Take it away, guys. Well, that's what a pretty tune. We only got one name suggestion. Our good friend Chris from Hawaii has suggested you call it Fragments.
Fragments.
Hey, that's actually a good.
Chris is a really great guitar player. I know him from those camps that I direct, and he's one of our loyal fans. And so thank you, Chris. And we have a couple more students. I want to say Cindy, Makides, and Elise. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. And a couple comments. Hunter said, so relaxing. K-pop Moonchild says, very calming. And Lil Syrup says, so smooth. So. Oh, and Andrea says, I would call it Cozy Afternoons or New Beginnings.
We'll put those all in the file.
Fragments of Cozy Afternoons and New Beginnings. Kind of a long title. But so
thank you for those. Thank you.
Sure.
Very nice suggestion.
What's next? What do you got?
All right, you got it, Tom.
Next, we're going to do a standard tune, a very old tune that a lot of jazz musicians play and play and play and never get tired of. And I think that's one of the great things about a great standard is there are some tunes that I've been playing for 30 years, playing the same songs, and I am not tired of them. And this is certainly one of them. And this is called How Deep is the Ocean?
Ooh.
Hope you enjoy it.
Beautiful. That is such a great tune.
It is a great tune.
Yeah, I get that one. So I have a couple of people here. Mike is here. Hi, Mike. He lives in Los Angeles. He's a buddy of mine. He's been tuning in more lately, and that's great to see him. But we have a couple more students, or at least one more. Rodney is here now. So hi, Rodney. We have a... and then Hunter says that he's listening to this while working on an English project. Good vibes. So we normally, and I said that's good multitasking, and K-pop Moonchild agrees. So, but a lot of people are clapping, and we have a lot of people over here. Phil, our friend from the Great Wide North, is saying very nice, and you got a lot of good people. They seem really excited about this. So, if you're out there,
we're excited to be here.
Don't be shy. Oh, but we do have a message from somebody named Lily. Says, "Hi, Dad."
That would be my daughter.
I kind of figured because it says Lily Wild on it. I don't normally read the last names of people on there, but I figured it's kind of a giveaway.
Thanks for tuning in, Lily. I know she's still at work. She's still
Lily.
slaving away.
Is
she
she?
knows Tom real well, too, so this is cool.
Well, let's get a close-up on her dad for him. Look at that. Look at that physique. Look at that bass, man. So cool.
The old man with the emphasis on old.
Oh, no.
Anyway.
Ken said he's actually one of the few people that actually lost weight during the pandemic. So,
thanks to my daughter.
Yeah. And, the running program you're on. So if you have any hate mail for Ken for losing weight during the pandemic, just go ahead and address it to ihateken@live@0bpm.com.
Thank you, Bill.
No, it looks great. And like I said, I've known Ken for like a million years, and it's so great. I'm so glad you guys came in. This is really a great duo.
We've been looking forward to it, and we're happy to be here.
It's great, Billy. Thanks for having us.
Sure. And do you want to play another song? We got time.
I think we should.
Okay. Why don't you jump into it? Or
Okay.
do you want to tell us all
Real
about
quick,
it?
I'll give you a real quick rundown on this. This is actually an original written by my brother, who maybe he'll write in and say he's tuned in Waco, Texas, which is where he lives. And we started out our musical lives together. We used to play in a trio together. He plays piano and saxophone, and he's a good writer. And he went to North Texas for a composition jazz comp degree. And this is one of his tunes, and it's called Small No More. And his explanation of why it's called that is that he suddenly turned around and both of his kids, his son and daughter, were suddenly grown up, and he hadn't seen it happen. So he calls this Small No More. And that's what we're going to play.
Cool. That was beautiful. So we get a lot of great comments in here. K-pop Moonchild says the guitar complements the bass so well. Amazing. It's amazing, which it is. It's great. And Hunter agrees. So they're having a nice conversation here. And Andrea says this music gets rid of so much stress for how comforting it is. So there you go.
Oh, we're glad to do that.
Through these stressful times, you know, we could always use a little bit more of that. So, and Andre says beautiful playing, great duo. Andre is a guitar player here in town. And let's see, Diana from Houston, Texas is here. She's another one of our regulars, as is Christy, who's a regular from ours from the D.C. area.
Oh, cool.
So great to see that. And we did get a comment from David who said, I think he was replying to Lily. He says, the kid could always play good.
That might be my brother, actually.
David Wild.
That's David Wild, the kid.
It's a family thing. They all come out to see you play. 'Cause do any of them live here in town? I guess your daughter probably
Yeah, my
does.
daughter lives here.
Okay.
And like I said, my brother lives in Waco, so.
Well,
Which gets a bad rap, but actually Waco's a pretty nice town. And there's some good music going on there, my brother being a big part of that, so.
that's cool.
All right.
That's great.
This
So,
next one's Tom, so I'm going to let him do the talking.
all right. Take it away, Tom.
So this one is based on a little bass lick that I originally was a bass player when I first started out. So this is I like just coming up with bass licks, and Kenny always plays them so great. So starts with the bass lick, and then I just made a tune around the lick. And this
cool.
one is also in need of a title because
right.
right now my working title is B minor super tonic. So, and that's just a technical term, but it doesn't really have anything to do with the tune. It's how the harmony moves.
It's a very romantic title.
We'll take a new title on this if anybody's got an idea.
Okay.
So, here it goes.
Wow, I think Andre said it best. Andre out there says, loving the original tunes. And we got a couple of other hellos out there. Let's see. I got it all mixed up. Let's see. Cindy has sent a bunch of hearts. Let's see. Susan said, you sound great as usual. And Susan, might be the singer you mentioned before.
Is that Ms. Krebs?
It is. So.
Could be, Ms. Krebs.
He
Thank
says,
you,
they were
Sus.
telling me that you're a fantastic singer and you guys do a trio together, so we might just have to have you three in here down the road.
Now,
What are you
that
doing
would
next
be
week?
gr-
No.
I think that would be great, and we should all send love and kisses to Susan. She's recovering from
Yeah,
from
Sus.
shoulder surgery, so let's give her some love, and hopefully we'll be back at singing and playing soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sue's looking forward to it.
Susan, I understand shoulder surgery very well. People might remember from a million years ago. Anyway, we have a couple other. Another one of our regular shut up, Rochelle, says sounds awesome. I'm waiting for her to send her little dancing emojis up there. So she's always great. Joyce and Toby are clapping. Let's see. Did I mention that Diana, our friend from Houston, Texas, is here also? Let's see. Oh, okay. I already read that. I'm trying to find ones I haven't read. Oh, Dr. Chan's class. He teaches a survey of jazz and history of rock. I don't know if it's the same class, but it might be a couple ones. But we do have some title suggestions.
Uh-oh.
Chris, our good friend from Hawaii, who suggested Fragments before, suggests Sailing by Starlight.
Nice.
And Andrea says Resting with the Flowers. So those are
Wow.
some options there. He's thinking, the B minor dominant is it's probably a better title. Hey, so right now, since we're 42 minutes into the show, I got to take a second and do my commercial for the upcoming shows. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Let me just do this real quick. So we're going to take a couple of weeks off. I'm going to be out of town next week, and the week I get back, I am upgrading some stuff in the studio. So hopefully I won't go through the nightmare I have to a couple of times. But also, just because of my touring schedule, I'm going to Tennessee. So I'm going to come back and get tested, make sure everything's cool, because I got to work down there. And then we'll be back in October with a bunch of bands. We're still getting confirmation on the 7th. But Sippin' Time is a band with Nikki and Larry Steen. She's a singer. You know, Larry's bass player, played here before. And also Yaron Levy is playing guitar. And Chris Blondell, who's played a bunch, is going to play percussion on that one. Then after that, Mike Hoffman. I know Chris Wabich is playing with him. I don't know who's playing bass yet. And then after that is the Dave Tull Trio. If you don't know Dave Tull, he's a fantastic drummer. He's done a ton of gigs.
Dave Tull.
You guys know him.
Yeah.
But Dave and I went to college together, and we actually toured together for a while with Maynard Ferguson. But Dave has these albums out where he sings, and I'm not kidding when I say he could be one of the best jazz scat singers in Los Angeles. He is absolutely amazing at that. An amazing ear, but he's got some songs that are really funny. His latest album is called Texting and Driving, so they're going to do some stuff, and that's with Quinn Johnson and Kevin Axt, who are just here recently playing with Quinn Johnson's trio. And then in November, we're booking that up. I got a bunch of guys we're trying to figure out what dates work best for everybody. But the Room Ensemble, which is Dimitris Machlis and Chris Wabich will be back, and I think Dan Lutz, is he the bass player for that? I think he is, so... Let's see. So that's what we got coming up on Saturday, but we're going to be gone a couple of weeks. I might do a best of show on the 30th, but I don't know yet. I hate to be blank for that long, but I just got stuff I got to do, as you understand. And then we'll be back, and we're going to keep going. Okay, enough of this commercializing. Let's get back to the boys here. What have you got for us now?
So the next tune that we're going to do is very different than everything else we've done. I don't know if you'll notice, but I've changed instruments. I'm playing a steel string acoustic guitar that is not used all that much in jazz. It's used a lot more in folk music. This is a tune that I wrote specifically for this guitar. And the title of this tune is called Lonesome Cowboy. And
Oh, I have a graphic. Should I put it up on the board here?
yeah, would you? You know, there's an artist. Her name is Lori Lee, Laurie, Lee, and Lori makes some really lovely paintings. And this tune is called Lonesome Cowboy. And when we play this for audiences, I always say, here's what I want you to picture. I want you to picture a single solitary cowboy out west at night, sitting by the campfire, drinking coffee out of a tin cup. And I don't know if you've got Lori's graphic up there. But,
I do. It's
that gives you a little bit of an idea of the feeling of this song. So this is Lonesome Cowboy.
all right.
Okay. Thank you. Showbiz.
Hey, Kenny.
That was fantastic. That was really, what a great sound.
Thank you.
Phil didn't have a name for the song, but he has a name for the horse. Phil thinks the horse's name should be Rusty.
Rusty?
Yeah,
The horse's name is Rusty?
yeah.
Okay.
Mike Angelo says he's dreaming. And Andre says nice acoustic guitar sound. Yeah, that was really a great sound. And Mike says rename the song "Dreamin'." So, but we have this small but mighty crowd. I love the students are still hanging out, which is great. They're all clapping and heart emojiing and everything. And Kathy wants to send a message to Susie. She says she's sending hugs and kisses, but I think Susie is watching on Facebook. So, and one is on, and Kathy's on YouTube. So I can relate the message. We can, and but yeah, I'm going to put the tip jar link up a couple of times. Like I said, no amount is too small. I mean, we don't really care. If you like what you're hearing, and you've got a couple of bucks, throw it our way. Every little bit helps. It's just a way to say thank you for the music and that sort of stuff. And if you're watching an archive of this, like 6 years from now, go to the tip jar. If it's still there, you can tip. I'm going to leave it up forever. So we do get people that occasionally that find something and send a tip in like 6 months later, and the tip goes where it's supposed to go. The guys get the money. So just so you know out there, no amount is too small. I always say that no amount is too large either, though I think if you want to donate over $1 million, you have to do it in separate chunks. So you might have to log in twice to PayPal to do that. I'm not sure. I'll have to look that up. Anyway, now we're back to the other guitar, right?
Yep.
We've switched back.
Regular tuning, regular guitar.
All right. I have to push some buttons so we don't accidentally hear stuff that we don't want to hear. Okay. And now I've done it. I've done my job. So,
Good.
What's going on next?
Okay, so real quickly, an original I wrote, actually kind of for me and for Suze, and also the singer from Seawind that I used to work with for many, many years, Pauline. Mm-hmm. And we're all moon children. We're all cancers. So I wrote a samba, and it's called Samba Luna.
Ah, nice. Yeah. What was the name of that one again?
It was called Samba. Sorry. Might help if I had the mic.
There you go.
Samba Luna.
Cool. Well, Terry Linder just showed up, and she says, says hello, wow, nice, and gorgeous, and so. And Dr. Alan Chan had a great line. He said, "What a great feast of original works. Namaste."
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
And
Namaste
Rochelle,
back.
who's one of our regulars, says, "Ken and Tom are very talented musicians. I'm enjoying their great music." And Phil O'Connor just says, "Sweet."
Oh, my buddy Phil. We'll be on the golf course soon, bud.
It might be a different Phil. This is a Phil from up in Ontario, Canada.
Oh, did you say O'Connor?
Phil O'Connor, yeah.
Yeah, we have a Phil O'Connor here in town.
It's his doppelganger, I'm sure.
Could be.
But I do want to give some shout outs. We got a couple more tips. I was remiss to say that Dr. Allen sent a tip in. Thank you. And so did my buddy Mike, who had the suggestion for the tune called Dreamin'. And then my other buddy Michael and Kathy Siegel Garcia sent something in. So, and she sent me a note. Kathy, I got your email. I will email you tomorrow. I'm in the middle of a show right now. So, but I'll answer the email tomorrow. I promise. Not like the last time where it took me like 6 months, but I won't write you back tomorrow. So that sounds like something we could do. So anyway, I'm trying to think what else I missed. That's it. That's what the people are. I get a lot of hand clap emojis. Almost every song is just barrage of that or little hearts. So people are loving this. And yeah, well, you guys got a couple more, or
We got one more.
We got one more. We're looking at the clock, and we're gonna pass by a couple of the tunes we prepared. But I think this will be our last tune.
is this the ballady one you told me about?
This is the ballady one.
Ooh, cool.
This is a ballad. It's an original of mine, and it's written in kind of a very traditional ballad sensibility. And I call this one Ever.
Great. Wow. That was really cool. I was trying to find a couple of these things. Elise, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. I'm just guessing on the spelling, but she says, so much emotion. I don't know if this is improv, but it's so amazing. And she's one of Dr. Chan's students, so I don't know how much Elise has been listening to jazz, but hopefully we have a new jazz fan. So this is great. But I don't know if you're done. Let me just see. See now, they want an encore. That's the encore claps.
Okay, we got encore.
One more.
So we got one more shorty, not real shorty, but shorty enough.
Okay, but before you do that, I just got to say, it's never too late to tip. You go ahead if you want to send something in, and really, no amount is too small. Believe me, anything just to say thank you, everything, every little bit, it all adds up, and it all makes a difference. So if you can do that, but why don't you guys play this out? What's this tune called, Ken?
This next one is called
Tom.
It's called Two's Blues. And this was written by one of my a guy who really influenced me an awful lot early on. His name is Jim Hall. He's a New York guitar player. Really, really deep character. And this is one of his tunes called Two's Blues.
All right. Get all these cameras up here. That was great. You know, we got one of the greatest comments. I didn't see it till after you finished the last song, but I just got to read this one. This is from Andrea. She's one of the students. She says, "This is the perfect ending song. It tells me that things will be okay even through hard times." So okay. Thank you for that. And then we played another one. So hopefully that makes it feel even more okay through harder times. So. But thank you, Andrew. Thank you for everybody that was commenting. This is great. Rochelle is dancing. Terry's clapping. Everybody's clapping. We had a great time. Thank you, Tom. Let's get a hand. Get the Tom on the screen there. There he is. Tom Rizzo. Thank you.
Thank you,
then
Billy.
let's get a picture of Ken here. Nice close up of Ken. Hey, Ken. Thank you so much. You get some hand claps also.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us, Bill. This is so much fun.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
Yeah, we'll have to have you guys back.
Checking in.
Everybody is saying thank you and clapping. So I encourage you guys to go back and look at all the comments on the videos and write to people because you've got some new fans here. We had a great
Excellent.
night.
Love it.
So
Great.
thank you everybody for showing up. I'm going to play the outro. Don't try to walk away before the outro is done because I pay a lot of money for this voiceover. So anyway, thank you guys, and we will see you all in a couple of weeks or maybe in 2 weeks. I don't know. Just get on the mailing list. We'll tell you what's going on. Okay, take it away, everybody.
Thanks for joining us at Live at 0 BPM. These videos will be archived on YouTube and Facebook, so tell your friends. Coming up, we're taking a few weeks off. We need some time to upgrade the studio, but we'll be back in October with lots of great live jazz shows. Showtime, 7 to 8 p.m. Pacific. And as always, it's free, though donations are greatly appreciated. Go to live@0bpm.com for details and to sign up for our mailing list. Also, find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. See you soon.